Hello everyone, my name is The Clever Fool. Today I'll be playing the 4th episode of Kings of West Africa, a custom campaign created by Philly Soja. You can access this mod by searching for Kings of West Africa in the mod browser available in Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. All you have to do is open up the game, click the gear icon in the top right, click on mods, and then you will see the browser. Anyhow, this episode will be Musa 1330. Let's get started. Look around, my friend. What do you see? Sand? Haha! No, beyond that. To the north are the Berbers and Arabs with their salt. To the south are the Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba with their gold. And here, in the middle, in a desert where scarcely a tree or crop grows, is wealth. The Hebrews have their Solomon, but we Africans have Musa. As the Mansa of the kingdom of Mali, Musa ruled an empire from the western sea to the heart of the Sahara. Not one fleck of gold nor grain of salt could be traded without first crossing his lands. This was what made Musa the wealthiest king of not just Africa, but perhaps the world. But gold alone does not make an empire. It does not answer the questions of the world or teach men to think. It was Musa who built the University of Sankore, staffed it with astronomers and mathematicians, and filled its libraries with books. Students from throughout the Islamic world came to Timbuktu to study under Musa's teachers. This is the greatest legacy of this great king. Like Solomon, Musa understood that the greatest wealth of all lay not in gold, but in the mind. Oh, and that's the whole intro, I guess. The desert is harsh and our village poor, but from these humble beginnings will come greatness, my Mansa. Our main objectives say that we should become renowned for wealth by accumulating 2,500 gold and to research masonry and architecture. All right. Our secondary objectives are to restore the gold salt trade by finding the allied markets and to recover 3 relics from the ruins of Ouagadougou. Our hints tell us that we have a population limit of 200. Agriculture is poor in such arid lands. You are able to build farms, but will not be able to improve them with mill technologies. Raiding the Tuareg goat herds can provide food early. Use your fearsome Gebetos to clear some of the nearby Tuareg camps. It is not necessary to defeat the Mossi or Tuareg. Precious resources are better spent on defenses and trade. Some Tuareg occupy the ruins of ancient Ouagadougou, where they hold relics of a king called Tenkamenin, last of the Ghanas. Ooh, that's like a reference to the first mission that we played. Very interesting. Your scouts report that Mansa Musa has freed Timbuktu from the Mossi raiders. The town is poor, and Musa must venture across the deserts to find scarce resources to build a city. The Mossi in red are warriors from the more fertile east, known for their archers, infantry, and siege. They will attempt to retake Timbuktu or raise it in the process. The Tuareg nomads in blue have pitched their tents among the few trees and livestock in the desert. These camel riders and jinnatours block access to friendly trading posts. Traders in green from the northern Berbers and the southern Mandinka are eager to trade. Gold mines are rare, but trade is profitable, provided the Tuareg are not allowed to interfere. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Right, looks like we start with a cart, several villagers. This cart is going to need to remain idle for a little while. As we scout around here. Just saw some Tuaregs. That's 3 camels. I would like to be able to train some additional villagers here. And some additional goo-educated, which means we probably need a monastery and some monks. Looks like we're going to be really starved of gold this mission. Not gold, wood this mission. I don't see very many trees around here at all. The map is not very big either. Let's get a couple monks out. Keep chopping this wood where it's available. So what did we kill these camels here for in the west? Oh, access to this gold mine. Wood is going to be a very scarce resource for us here. So I'd rather not actually trade for any wood, or use wood on farms, that is. Do I have a blacksmith? I don't. Let's build one. And start thinking about getting access to gold here. Let's lure these camels back and try to convert them like one at a time. I'd like to also get access to some trade routes here. These are the goat pens. And I'd like to convert these camels so that we don't have to spend resources. This area seems to be very poor in terms of resource availability. Good, we've got another camel. Why kill what you can convert, after all? Alright, and I would like to go south to find some of the traders now. I want to get my trade going as soon as I can. Otherwise, we will be unprepared when the Mossy attack. There's a genitor. More genitors. Didn't want to bait out too many of these, unfortunately, but alas, here we are. Let's pick up the goats. Can villagers build castles? Yes, they can. Let's build ourselves a stable as well. And we need to convert more of these camels over to our side. Let's get one more muck out and pick up Sanctity. Just to speed up the process a little bit. Well, there goes that camel. Pretty inconsequential raid, all things considered. Let's have the villager repair this up. Bait in the next set of camels. Or I could just lose 2 monks for no reason and get no conversions at all. Alright, well that kind of sucked. Let's get another monk out. And continue pushing northwest here. More goats. Whoops. Let's run. Convert 1, kill the rest. Lovely. Oh, don't let them steal our stuff, please. Good. Okay, these raids are not too bad. We're actually gathering a decent amount of gold. These gold miners will fall idle soon enough, though. And I don't think we've discovered a new gold pile yet. Just a bunch of genitors. Our cavalry should be able to take good care of them. These berries, too, will be useful. We'll keep these Gebettos in for defense. And have a force of camels come out to clear out these annoying Genitor. Yeah, camels will kill off Genitor, no problem. Once we clear these bad boys out, we can look for traders. Camel units are barely taking damage. Pretty much just goes to show you how weak Genitor are. Let's send our camels back here for healing now. And have our scout move south. More berries over here. Great. We have much gold, ivory, and cola nuts to offer. Trade will be profitable for all of us. Indeed it will be. Let's send the trade carts down here and pick up caravan. Now, the reason why I haven't felt the need to create so many villagers is because there's just so few resources on the map that I don't think having too many villagers is even going to be beneficial for us. Of course, as I say that, our villagers are getting raided. Fortunately, their units are weak and our units are strong. Let's build a few more houses with our precious wood here. Good, good, very good. Now, because we have so few resources available on the map here, we have to make sure that we're using it all efficiently. Let's send these villagers down here. Ooh, this is a good place to build a TC, honestly. I'll also build a university here. And I'd like to build a castle up here as well to protect the market. I don't think the Tuareg actually produce anything. So long as we clear them out, we are making definitive progress towards finishing the mission. Figures. There's more genitors just everywhere. At least they're not camel archers. Camel archers are much more dangerous than standard genitor. Like, there's a lot of them, but they're not really much of a threat against camels. Like, look at that. Our camels barely took any damage when taking care of these guys. Let's get more trade carts out. And this zone should be reasonably safe now. Let's grab the stone. And continue clearing the countryside of Genitor. Let's actually head down to this TC where it's safer. There's just a ton of these guys. Send these villagers back down to this TC. And I want to start saving up for Imperial, honestly. Get some more food. Yeah, regular pikemen are not a problem. Arcabeto are more than enough to handle these guys. And the goats are what we're going to need to rely on to get to Imperial here. Let's get a couple more carts out. How much is each cart bringing us back? 38? That's not bad. Let's mine out this gold. Keep the scouting going. And we'll make it to the next age soon enough. Let's pick up redemption. Why not? And masonry, because we need masonry. It's one of our primary objectives. Got 2 stone piles here. And I see why the scenario designers made it so that we can't upgrade. This is an enemy trade card. Made it so that we can't upgrade farm. It's so that we don't get a good food to wood trade ratio here. Grab some of these huts for ourselves. Can even have the monks convert these trade cards too, so that we don't have to produce our own. To get architecture, we will need to be in the Imperial Age, however. So the Imp Age technology is a necessity. Wonder what this is. Are we like heading into the enemy base? Ah, this is a relic. Very good. Let's pick up Fervor and go to the Imperial Age. That's one of the 3 relics from the ruins. There should be 2 more after we recover that one. Did I lose all my Gebetos or something? I thought I had way more than this. Yeah, I thought I had way more than this. I guess not. Oh no, they just got distracted. We didn't lose them after all. Right, now we can get architecture after we hit 300 food. Yes, and start foraging here. Get back to chopping the wood. I'd like to build a castle here. Once we get enough stone, we'll be able to do so. Musa, you are as wise and wealthy as King Solomon. In foreign lands, they say that the gold of Mali is uncountable as grains of sand. So that's our first objective achieved. I guess the next step is to try to fulfill the secondary objective. And we can just buy our way to architecture. Is this really on hard mode? Like, it doesn't seem like there's too much going on here. We recovered one relic, and I'm sure the rest of the relics are over here, but we don't need them all. Unless there's like a secondary objective. Timbuktu was once a humble village, but with these technologies, you will build a golden city to awe the world. Do we have new objectives after this, or is that the whole map? Really? Okay. Mansa Musa is well known among the Arabs and Europeans. You may have seen his depiction holding a nugget of gold on the old maps of Europe. His Hajj to Mecca is legendary, not simply because he was accompanied by 60,000 men, but because Musa gave so freely to charity that gold became like grains of sand in Egypt. Haha! But for all his wealth, Musa's gold was not his lasting legacy. He built the cities of Timbuktu and Jenne, which for centuries served as the centers of African commerce and education. Yeah, so here's the second relic. Significantly more units defending it as well. And here's the third relic. Not really necessary to recover them. Trade is much more profitable. With even red benefiting somewhat from the trade. Well, they got like some nice force over here. I guess their next attack would have been Chotels, which would have been pretty scary to deal with. But we were coming up on a castle, so it would have been interesting for sure. Yeah, really not much to say about this one. So long as you don't burn resources unnecessarily on farms and stuff like that, you really should be fine. Anyway, that was the fourth mission, Musa, completed. See you guys next time.